Still know the battle we go through life. We ask for chances fair. Chance equal our stripe. Chance do or dare. We should win. But be by the code. Faith and honor held high. We should lose. Stand by the road. Cheers when it's go by. Day by day. We get better and better. We can't be beat.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're coming back after the game. We have a great one. Man, we got a W this week. We got a W against an opponent that actually made sense this week. But before we actually get started, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. Go ahead, guys.
Ron Rivera, wearing my Husker hat.
Fucking right.
That's how happy we are. First winning record.
Nico, I'm not wearing any Husker shit tonight.
You're not feeling the red tonight, guys. You must be seeing that Purdy fever on the screen. That's why. Definitely. And then your host, or I don't know. I don't even like to say host. I just talk too much. It's your boy Louis House in the building. Lou Ha, for those who don't know my coaching persona. So what we're going to talk about now to get the show started off, everybody, we're going to talk about some reactions of the game. We're going to talk about some moment plays, and then we're going to talk about some stats that broke out to us. So who wants to, I guess, take a whack at it first? Who wants to go over the things they did first? Do you guys want me to dive deep into what I seen during the game? I'll dive deep into what I seen during the game, damn it. So my reaction that I seen was that this team, if you guys watch Matt Rule's interview before the game and his little speech that he had with the players, one of the things that you kept hearing him say is that this playbook is really, really simple. So, you know, in my football dungeon of a mind, I'm like, how simple can you make a playbook in the NCAA when your team has so many turnover issues and things like that? You take it all the way back to Nebraska beginning days, and that's putting that shit on the ground and running. So that's what I feel like he was going to have those guys do, and that's exactly what he had them do. Is it was just straight up read and react, run plays and option plays, and let me tell you, they did that shit to a T. So it was man, I was really amazed by that reaction-wise, as in like, damn, these kids, they got better and better as the game went on. I know it started off with turnovers and tackles for losses, but as the game progressed on, you've seen that, okay, they're starting to not second-guess their thought process on the field when it came to giving the ball off or handing it off or pitching it off or whatever. They were really, really confident by the third and fourth quarter. So I thought that was really, really good. So I guess what reactions did you guys see, or what reactions do you guys have from what you guys seen on film?
For me, I was impressed with how we handled ourselves after giving up 2 picks like within our first 3 possessions.
Yeah.
I don't even know. All I know is we got our Big Mac sack again.
Hilarious. So. Fucking free Big Macs for everybody. If you ain't win, got Nico. It. You better do it. But you want to know, that was one thing that I also noticed was that we put our head downs on turnovers and stuff like that in previous games, specifically the Michigan game. And we started becoming, like he said, we started becoming the victim instead of using that to fuel the fire to move on. This game, you've seen the turnovers fuel the fire to keep going on. So I think that was really, really good that happened for those guys, definitely.
Yeah, it was a good win. I just know, of course, we win ugly when we play Northwestern, so I know we had to fight till the end. We won we didn't allow a touchdown, so that's good. And
I only wish it was more mud. I wish it was more rain and more mud on those old school blue outline jerseys. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but those were actually throwback unis. Sick.
You know why they wore them?
Wasn't the 100th anniversary or whatever?
Well, yeah, but they wore them because I was listening to it on the radio before I watched it, and they said whenever they played Oklahoma 20 years ago or something, they had their red jerseys, and Oklahoma wanted to wear red, so they had to find some blue practice jerseys to wear. So we ended up playing Oklahoma with blue practice jerseys.
They should have had the whole jersey blue, dude. That would have threw people
I know,
fuck
or
off.
The numbers or something. I don't know.
Right, that would have threw people the fuck off. if
You
they
could
would have
barely see the
seen
blue.
Nebraska jerseys, like, dude, that would have been such gang territory. Like, nigga, I got this cripped out fucking blue Nebraska jersey. Damn. So much gang violence would have been listed from those those
Nah, they were
jersey
scared
releases.
of the fucking blue outlines as it is.
For real, yeah. Those shits was hard, and I wish the helmets would have been a little bit of like had a little bit of outline of blue or something, maybe a blue face mask or something. They got it in what do you call it? Accentuated more. But hey, next time, right? We'll send them we'll send them this tape to think of what we said so far. Vok, were you looking over there like you lost your puppy? What's wrong?
Because this game wasn't that impressive.
Well, what did you expect? I told you, you guys got your expectations so high.
Well, that's why. I mean, idiot. That's why. It wasn't impressive. It was a 100th anniversary game, and it looked like a fucking just a pedestrian ass game.
It's every Nebraska game.
Yeah, but I mean, for the predictions I made, we should have scored more. It was going to be a 100th anniversary game. You know, something to remember, and it just wasn't. I mean, I'm happy Malachi Colton got in there, but other than that, I'm glad we got the win, and on to next week.
Yeah, that's about as much as you can say. Again, what you saying that they were going to score 30 plus points, I can see that being disappointing, but you got to understand that's just not the way this is going to go. Like, they're not a high-powered offense like that. Like, they're more of a team that's going to bleed you out with their defense and then, like, you know, take advantage of you on having your defense be on the field for too long type of situation. Like, he's going to try and beat you the NFL way more than the, you know, outrun you and outpace you type of thing. He'd rather bully you and overpower you type situation. So, and that's actually going to be the moment plays that I want to talk about is specifically the option plays. Like, I don't know if you guys seen them, but these guys were popping and clicking so good on that line. We actually lost some more linemen to injury. And that is a negative, but that's how hard they were hitting out there, or, you know, how hard they were initiating contact, is that, you know, these guys are getting hurt. And I think that's a good thing than, you know, being the person contacted and just playing the whole game injured or whatever. Now you're going out there and laying it on the line, and you've seen those guys doing it, blocking for Harburg and those other running backs. Which then from those option plays leads me to the stat that broke out the most to me was the rushing yards. 163 yards split up amongst four people really, but the fourth person only got like 4 or 5 yards. 3 people had over
still counts.
Right, it still counts. But again, 3 people had over 50 yards rushing for Nebraska. The running back, both of the running backs, Robinson and Grant, and then Harburg had over 50 yards rushing, and I think only 2 of them had over 10 attempts or something like that. So that's really, really good, and that again shows that they're getting really better at reading and reacting and making the right decision when that linebacker comes downhill, or if that D-line crashes over, or if there's just too many people in the box. You seen Harburg he made some really good play changes out there. So again, like that, a lot of them were turnovers from the play changes. But if you're a person who goes back and watches the game, I go back and watch certain specific areas of it just for the show. That was one thing that I seen, was that when he was making the play changes, when he was doing the things, audibles or whatever, he was making the right calls. He just wasn't athletically getting it to the place it needed to be. So I thought that was really, really good, in my opinion, from him and from the team, was that rushing stat and the reading and reacting, and it all just combined together. So I guess what stats and what moment plays stuck out to you guys during the game?
My moment play was we got our Abelardo Albano kicking his first 40-plus yarder.
Hey, we talked shit about him. We said he was only kicking in the middle of the field, extra points. He said, I'll raise you that, and I want my burrito, Rivera.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to get his burrito sponsorship, so We'll kick 3 more and we'll see what happens.
Now, Bilardo, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Second and third.
He's been doing good. So I'll give him that stat. But who else? We got the polar bear, Nash Hutmaker. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that guy had 2 sacks in the first 2 drives or 3 drives of Northwestern. So
0?
I think so. I don't know. That's how much I know about this guy.
Hilarious.
I'll check him up real quick. Nash Hutmaker. He's number 0.
Yeah, I've seen his big ass out there. Shit, he was bigger than half the damn linemen on their team. He better have been doing that.
Oh yeah. So he was good. So we did good. One of the other plays or moment plays I'll say is do y'all remember when Northwestern was about to get that touchdown? Then Omar Brown made that tackle.
Yep.
That was a dedication play or whatever you want to call it.
That was
I bet you if they scored, then we would have just folded and lost.
Man, it would have demoralized us. Definitely.
Yeah, I think all that, just putting it together, our offense sucking, our defense picking it up for us, and just winning ugly is what made us.
But I think that's how we have to win. We have to win ugly. Like, it's either going to be a horrible loss or an ugly ass win. Like, right now, that's the only 2 ways it's going right now for this team. We have to be the trap games going into games. We have to be the team that trap teams into thinking we're not going to be physical, we're not going to be creative, and we're not going to come out there with our hair on fire. And if we come out there doing those 3 things, we can, again, I think we can get past 7 wins this year. And I think that would be a really good thing. What would that make us, like 8-5 or some shit like that, or 9-4 or some weird shit like that?
If we win now, we'll be 9-3, but if we win 7-5, but
right,
we'll see what happens.
I think we can get over 7 wins, definitely.
Yeah, we'll see what happens these next 2 games. But we are undefeated against Illinois, the state of Illinois.
Got our first good record, man. I'll take that. That's
right.
Hey, that's a good milestone. They should actually make a big deal about that for the Matt Rule coaching staff. They should.
They said it's their first record since 2019.
Seriously, even little shit like that, like making shit like that, or like making a little plaque about it, or making a trophy about it, or watching it, keeping consecutive looks on it, stuff like that. That stuff brings nostalgia to a team. Like, when you hear that kind of stuff, like that Iowa-Minnesota game, first off, Iowa's jersey's fire as fuck in that game. Minnesota's jersey's fire as fuck in that game. But the nostalgia of that game and that pig trophy was like so big and so cool. Like, that made you not only look like the players played harder, but it looked like they were more in it. So I feel like Nebraska has to do that same thing because, again, they have to bring that old school back. Ryan, your camera cut off. They have to bring that old school back. And I think that's what kids are going to tie to committing here. It's like, I want to keep that tradition going. When people look back, I want them to look back and see my picture there, kept that tradition going, or kept that trophy at Nebraska, or kept that consecutive win alive, or whatever, shit like that. So, I mean, they should definitely keep that in their back pocket and use that in recruiting and everything else. Of Aqua.
Yeah, everything goes hand in hand. It's Coleman, got to make his start, made the 1 catch matter. It was like 44 or 45 yards, but he got the score. And I don't know, maybe it's something to look forward to in the future for the offense, because I feel like he should have been out there maybe from the beginning, but maybe it just wasn't in the script for the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So shouts to him. But what were you gonna say?
Nothing. I was agreeing with you. Yeah.
Oh,
that was just the script.
But yeah, the guy's got hops, and I think he can do work for bad balls that could be thrown. He can recover them.
Oh, it's gonna be a lot of them. So he got to have a big catch radius.
We know that all too well. I mean, shit, we saw that, 20 seconds in?
I'm at this point, I think that Nebraska is recruiting fucking shot put throwers for quarterback.
They might,
last 5 years, this has been the throwing motion for all the quarterbacks.
I saw him sidearm that shit.
They said that shit.
Malachi Coleman, the acrobat.
They said the quarterback coach has been teaching Harburg to throw over his head the whole season and stop throwing it sidearm. He's 6'6". Why does he need to throw it sidearm? Exactly. Who you watching too much Patrick Mahomes, trying to be cool, trying to be flashy and shit like that.
Is he fucking Randy Johnson? Like, who the fuck needs to throw?
Right. And you know if the coach is telling him not to do that, then that's just him out there being dumb as fuck at this point and thinking that he's something more than what he actually is because, nah, that you 6'6" and getting balls batted down, nigga. I ain't ever seen. If any of the dumb shit Josh Allen and Justin Herbert do in the NFL and them niggas are around the same size as him, getting balls batted down at the fucking line is the rarity amongst them because they're actually throwing it over the fucking linemen's heads most of the time. So, yeah, that right there is some shit that would piss me off as a coach. Like, dude, why are you reverting back? Like, at the end of if you can't make the throw the way that we're teaching you to make the throw, that means you need to get out of the fucking pocket. That's what that means. Like, don't do no fancy shit. Don't try and do no trickery shit. You're not Patty Mayonnaise. You ain't Patrick Mahomes. You're fucking a nigga who lives in a college dorm room in fucking Lincoln, Nebraska. Stop trying to do too much here.
The throwing is, first of all, the sidearm, it's just not good for your arm to begin with. And second of all, if this motherfucker is going to go 8 for 17, he should never do it sidearm.
Right. You just need to go through the motions.
Yeah.
Just go through the fucking motions at this point, man. Because if you're doing anything else, again, that's the reason you're 8 for 17 is you're trying to do too much. It's not because the other players
he's like 500 almost as far as his touchdown pick ratio goes.
Right.
He's going to become basically just a good running tight end.
Because it just be dumb shit. Even the pick that he threw, like, okay, I see where you're trying to throw it. You're trying to throw it into a tight window, but big fucking whoop here, buddy. You're not that fucking talented of a fucking thrower to do that shit.
Right. He just threw it right at the defender.
Right. Like, you're not even fucking throwing in the window, dude. You literally fucking ducked through the fucking ball right to the damn defender. Like, even he was surprised that you were that dumb to throw it right to him. He almost dropped the fucking pick. He was so surprised that he got the shit.
I think the second one wasn't his fault, though, because it bounced off a tight Fedoni.
But again, because they don't expect his ass to make good throws. We got to jump up and do this shit and backflip and fucking all this shit just to get a clean catch from this son of a bitch. And it's like, yeah.
That's why when he overthrows it all the time, that's why Coleman's going to come down with those. He's going to.
They need to put 2 quarterbacks. I'm telling you, man, that shit would kill because
Harburg's going to become like, what's his name? He's going to be like Taysom Hill or like the opposite of Taysom.
Yeah, dude, because what you could do is just whoever's having the better throwing game, you just set up option plays for them to get the ball and be able to use their arm to their advantage. Because some days Sims would have good games and some day Harburg would have good games. But, you know, again, when you're just like, oh, we're going to stick with him, that's archaic ways of thinking. Like, at this point, teams aren't being like, oh, yeah, I only fuck with one quarterback. Like, no, you're going to fuck with all the quarterbacks on your team. Like, you're not going to sit there and be like, oh, one is better than the other, especially in a system like that. Both of them niggas suck. So it's not very hard to be like, oh, which one do I want on the field? Fuck, I would rather have both of them contingency plan literally on the field.
Yeah, they're screwed either way. Sure. But no, I mean, I think we'll get a bowl game. That just wasn't what I wanted to see out of the 100th anniversary game.
It ain't gonna get any better.
I mean, and I don't know why I'm making such a big deal about the 100th anniversary, honestly, but it's just, I think I was pumped up about the fact that Coleman being the starter.
Well, no, it's a big deal. No, you're right. It is a big deal. I mean, fuck, a big enough deal for Nebraska to make a big deal about it and fucking make ticket sales about it. So, no, you're right. They should have lit it up more. If a volleyball fucking team can sell out a stadium in Nebraska.
That was lit.
And make it that lit. And the game was good. It wasn't even a blowout. It was actually good against UNO. It was fucking a good game. If they could do that.
Volleyball for the win over Wisconsin.
Hey, right. Shout out, ladies. You guys are killing that shit out there. Fucking better than the football team the last decade. Shit. Keeping the dream alive out there in Lincoln. But yeah, again, the way that they're running that offense passing wise, they could use the receivers more, but they just have to be more intricate in the way of screen plays, flash plays, things where the defense has got to keep moving with them. And like, then you're not putting the ball in harm's way. If you're fucking throwing it down the line of scrimmage and behind the line of scrimmage, if the defense is catching up to your balls at that point, that is a quarterback problem, not a play problem. Because the defense shouldn't be moving faster than the fucking football. That should make no sense at all. So, yeah, Harburg has got to fucking step it up another notch if they don't do the two quarterback system that I'm pitching. If they do that shit, dude, I'm a fucking coach. If they pull that system.
I am impressed with Emmett Johnson, though, as a runner.
But he should be. It's there, Nico. That running game is there.
I know. The running game is there, no doubt, but I want to see Harburg throw more and not run all the time, man.
Because throwing is easier and it's more exciting, but that ain't Nebraska football. That ain't it ain't gonna happen. He ain't nobody gonna come and bless that motherfucker with a Tom Brady arm tonight, tomorrow, or the next evening.
Kemp might be a bust, honestly.
Why? He's hurt.
He's hurt for 3 weeks.
Right, he's just hurt.
I think he's a bust. He's active right now. What are you talking about?
He got hurt during a game. He's done.
No, he's out for 2 weeks.
They haven't updated anything on him.
Unless he just got...
Or maybe they updated and now he's not. But yeah, that's why he got hurt during a game, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, he did.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, he's just... it looked like they were actually going to utilize him more. In my opinion, I feel like the Coleman player, whatever the dude who's the receiver you got, I feel like that was going to be Kim's play. And that was just like, here, take his spot because he out. You go do your thing. This is your chance to, put yourself in the spotlight type of situation. He did it. I think if Nebraska throws 20 times in the game, they're trying to...
college football.
Huh?
Go ahead, Scary.
Teams the Falcons of the college football. They're all out-of-position players. Just playing in mixed-up positions.
For real. It's a hodgepodge team of fucking... Are you talking about Nebraska or the what?
Yeah, I think Nebraska's like the Falcons. They got... Dude, like, Heinrich Harburg could probably end up being a tight end. Or some kind of receiver.
I'm not laughing because I disagree. I'm laughing because that's what usually happens to fucking Nebraska quarterbacks like that are just good enough to be good. You're right. Yeah. They do trade to a different position and end up being mediocre, good at that position in the NFL. So, no, I agree with you.
I mean, and he can run too, but no, are there a lot of 6'5" running backs?
Travis or Derrick Henry past that.
That's
to the next Derrick Henry.
Fuck no.
Fuck out of here.
He will not be making any State Farm commercials anytime soon. I can tell you that. Hell no. Yeah. Again, it was really interesting.
Experimenting positions, honestly. Like even Billy Kemp could probably be like a running back. He's
everywhere. Utilities. I said it is we just need to look for utility players. Just fucking scramble people around the field doing different shit. And nobody a for sure position. You don't know who the hell gonna do what. And the team is the star. That's how you make a team a star. Is you don't know who the fuck the quarterback gonna be, the running back gonna be that week, the receiver. You don't know. You just know you gonna get worked.
In one way or another.
Right. I don't know. We'll see. But, all in all, I think this was a good show, and I hope you guys learn from this. This is what Nebraska is. From this day forth, don't think these niggas is going to score past 24 points. This is
I always think they will.
Right. This is who they are. But anyway, hey, we're going to cut out right here, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about some things and some players that we want to see next game. And we're going to talk about next game and who we're going against and stuff like that. So, hey, stay here. Make sure you press that subscribe button. Make sure that you fan us on air. If I don't see that goddamn fan symbol when you click it, it ain't real, okay? So do that shit. We need the likes. We need the fans. We want it all, baby. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to come back at you with that hot topic. You guys stay fresh and stay salty. Welcome back, everybody. We're coming in back from the break, and we're going to be here to talk about players that stunk up the joint and players that need to keep the house on fire. And then we're going to talk about who we're going to be playing next week. So I think one thing that we all can agree on right now is the player that needs to fucking step their game up is fucking Harburg right now. When I say he is a lot more immature at quarterback than someone his age needs to be, fuck, man. Like, it just be dumb shit this dude be doing. You only get 17 fucking chances to throw the ball. How you fuck up half of them?
Oh, you saw it. He threw 2 picks with him.
Man.
Ass bag.
It's embarrassing. So it's like, what do you guys think that he could do better, I guess, to step it up as a quarterback in the sense to, I guess, take Nebraska's offense to that next level to become, I guess, I'm not even going to say prolific, just become consistent. Fuck, that's all we need at this point, consistency.
Are you asking us or are you asking him?
I'm asking the fucking crowd right now. They're going to answer back in the comments. Yes, I'm asking you motherfuckers. What do you think he can do?
I have no idea. He needs to start sidewinding those throws.
100%. That is one of the things.
6'5", isn't he?
Yeah, 6'5", yeah, over 6'4" at least.
Shouldn't be getting all his passes batted down.
I wonder if he used to be a baseball player. I wonder if he's just like stuck in his old ways.
He need to stop watching NFL football. They need to put a fucking screen restriction on his TV in his dorm room and be like, you get 30 minutes of NFL a week and you can't watch Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen or you gotta watch a motherfucker who trying to earn his spot still. Because he looks like he's more of a fanboy out there trying to mimic shit that he sees other people doing instead of being comfortable with what he knows how to do at quarterback. Like, you need to fucking just throw it. Like, you don't need to be side-arming it, side-winding it, skipping it up your leg, lippity-doo-wah, half man, half amazing. No. Fucking drop back, throw the ball correctly, and pick the right choice to throw the ball correctly too. Fucking 3 things. Very easy. When you're talking about, oh, well, think about doing a sidearm and blah, 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 the only option that you have is to stay in the pocket or fucking run. Past that, that's the only 3 options you need to play quarterback at Nebraska. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And then on top of that, making better decisions with the ball. So, like, when you're fucking in the right place to throw it and you have the ability to see what's going on, you know, again, making that right decision. So, again, Harburg, step it up, fucking buddy. Do fucking better than what the fuck you've been doing so far. I hope you hear this. Damn it. This is a plea for you to not go insane this year. The people who need to keep the house on fire. That fucking Nebraska black shirt defense. Damn. When I say my boys is out there clicking, they out there clicking like a goddamn gun with no bullets in it. Just click, 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 click. It looks amazing. What do you guys think about our defense?
I hope our secondary steps up next week. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I know Northwestern wasn't the best at their passing because they had their third-string quarterback. So Purdue's known to be passing, throwing left-right passes, everything. So we better not let anyone get behind us and just secure more turnovers.
Absolutely. Defense, you heard it here first. Keep it going. Keep going to those next levels. Right now, we're getting good hats to the ball. We're running. We're running with our hair on fire. Now let's start creating some turnover plays because we know we're that good. When you know you're that good on defense, then you start doing shit above what you're asked to do. So that's, I think we're getting somewhere to that point. Is Matt Rule is so like crazy about this defense. He's like, you guys go out there and do whatever the fuck you feel is right. And they do it to a T. So that takes us in to next week. We got a hot game. This is going to be a good one for the defense because this offense, though they're not like, prolific like that, they're still pretty good. We got the Purdue Boilermakers next week. What do you guys think about that game?
And it's homecoming week. So
hey, shout out all them bitches about to get drunk fucked out there.
Parade season.
Hell yeah.
I don't know much about Purdue. I just know they lost to Iowa. They lost to a lot of teams, but I wouldn't underestimate them. We got to beat them, get off the gate strong, no picks, first play of the game. So hopefully we clean that up, set the tone, and get back to our rushing style and going, like you said with Heinrich, just having fucking bombed it right.
Fucking right.
Yeah, it should be a win, but who knows with Nebraska.
I think it can be. I think it's safe to say, I'll say it right now, I ain't going to say my scoring stuff. I think we could call this a win. It's going to be a win, and I think that they're going to stifle the offense like he already know the defense can do. He's going to project them to do that more. I think we can come out with a win, Purdue. So you heard it here first. We're calling it a win. Nico.
Favorites.
Anything?
Hold on.
Nico's frozen.
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Nope, he's on his phone now. Well.
No, I'm not.
There we
My
go.
phone's just tweaking out, but it's going to be a win.
Fucking right.
And it's going to be a close win, though. It's not going to be any type of 30-point shit. It's going to be a close one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well,
They actually got the Huskers winning by 2.5, or the spread is 2.5.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I already
there.
got my score in my head.
Yeah,
Not like last week where they had them by 10.
right. Yeah.
Which almost happened, but
Well, you want to know what, guys? I think we're going to save it for the next episode. I think we have our heads on, and since Harburg do fucking better, defense, keep your hair on fire, keep those black shirts black, and
offense help out Harburg. He can't do it himself.
Right. Somebody. Well, I mean, the running backs are. People are helping.
Actually, our receivers.
He got to fucking do it. He got to step up. And he the leader. He the leader. He the 6'6", big phenom that can do this and do that. Do it. Practice, motherfucker. You got access to that facility 24/7, literally. And there's someone in that building. I know for a fact. So do your thing. So this is Dem Dudes talking in you. Post-game, whoever the fuck we just played last game, I've already forgot. Fuck that last game. We're on to the next. Purdue, here we come. We're coming at you. A couple of days, we'll get that pregame to you. But for right now, like I said, Dem Dudes talking in you. This is your boy, Louis House. Who we got?
Nico.
Oh, you're pointing at Ron.
Now I am. There you go. We're going to be coming back at you guys hot here pretty soon. Look out for us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you fan us on air. Make sure you do all of that shit. If not, we'll haunt your fucking dreams. Do you hear me? Picture that shit at night. Anyway, make sure you do all that shit. We love you guys. Stay blessed. All that good shit.